If you're a sports fan, you know that Monday Night Football can deliver some of the most unforgettable moments of the season. And last night's game between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys was no exception. Imagine a game where one mistake changes everything. A game where the tension is palpable and the drama is real. Well, you don't have to imagine it because we're about to relive it all right here. Each goal, every pass, and even the heartbreak of a miss. This is football, raw and real. If you feel it in your veins, you're in the right place. Welcome to the Football Royale, where the game never ends. Bengals versus Cowboys, it was a battle for playoff hopes, for pride, and for that elusive win. From blocked punts to game-winning touchdowns, this game had it all. So buckle up and let's dive into the key plays that decided this nail-biter. Who came out on top? And what was the turning point that changed everything? Let's get into it. Here's the story of how one play can make all the difference in the NFL.
Artlist.io.
All right, let's set the stage for this epic showdown. The Cincinnati Bengals, fresh from a few tough losses, were looking to turn their season around. Meanwhile, the Dallas Cowboys, with their sights set on the playoffs, needed a win to keep their momentum going. The energy at AT&T Stadium was electric, and both teams were ready to give it their all. The game kicked off with the Cowboys receiving the ball, and they didn't waste any time. Cooper Rush, filling in for the injured Dak Prescott, led the charge. On their opening drive, Rush connected with CeeDee Lamb for an 11-yard touchdown pass. It was a beautiful throw, and Lamb made it look easy, giving the Cowboys an early 7-0 lead. But the Bengals weren't about to let the Cowboys run away with it. Joe Burrow, known for his clutch performances, led his team down the field. And just like that, Burrow found Ja'Marr Chase open for a 5-yard touchdown pass. The extra point attempt was good, and we were tied at 7-7. The first quarter was a back-and-forth affair, with both teams trading blows. The Cowboys managed to take a 10-7 lead with a 47-yard field goal by Brandon Aubrey. But the Bengals were not ready to give up. They drove down the field again, and this time, it was Joe Burrow connecting with Chase Brown for a 19-yard touchdown pass. That gave the Bengals a 14-10 lead, and the crowd was on the edge of their seats. The first half was filled with exciting plays, but it was the Bengals who seemed to have the upper hand. Cade York added a 37-yard field goal just before halftime, making it 17-10 Bengals. At halftime, both teams had their moments. The Cowboys' defense was struggling to contain Joe Burrow, while the Bengals' offense was clicking on all cylinders. But the Cowboys were far from out of it. They had shown glimpses of brilliance, and with Cooper Rush at the helm, anything could happen in the second half. So that's how the first half went down. But the real drama was yet to come. Stay tuned as we dive into the third and fourth quarters, where one play would change everything. The third quarter and fourth quarter drama. We left off with the Bengals leading 17-10 at halftime, but the Cowboys were far from giving up. The third quarter was about to get very interesting. The Cowboys came out strong, determined to tie the game. Cooper Rush led a methodical drive down the field, and with 5:37 left in the quarter, he found Brandon Cooks open for a 3-yard touchdown pass. The extra point attempt was good, and we were tied at 17-17. The Bengals didn't let the tie last long. They responded with a drive of their own, but it stalled, and they had to settle for a 29-yard field goal by Cade York. This gave the Bengals a 20-17 lead heading into the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter was where the real drama unfolded. The Cowboys managed to tie the game again with a 47-yard field goal by Brandon Aubrey. The score was now 20-20 with just over 10 minutes left to play. The tension was palpable as both teams knew that one mistake could be the difference between winning and losing. The next few minutes were a defensive battle, with both teams trading possessions but unable to score. The clock was ticking down, and it seemed like this game could go either way. But then, with just over 2 minutes left, the game took a dramatic turn. This is where the magic happens. The Bengals were facing a 4th and 27 from their own 13-yard line. Ryan Rakow was set to punt the ball away, but little did anyone know, this punt would change the course of the game forever. And now, we get to the moment that will be etched in the memories of football fans for a long time. With just over 2 minutes left and the score tied at 20-20, the Bengals were facing a 4th and 27 from their own 13-yard line. It was punt time, and Ryan Rakow was set to boot the ball away. But the Cowboys had other plans. They came at Rakow with a fierce rush, and in a split second, the game changed. The Cowboys' Nick Vigil blocked the punt, sending the ball flying back towards the Bengals' end zone. This was it, the moment of truth. The Cowboys had the ball in Bengals territory, and all they needed was to recover it. But here's where things got crazy. Amani Oruwariye, trying to be the hero, attempted to field the bouncing ball, but in a moment that will haunt him for a while, he couldn't secure it. The ball slipped right through his hands, and the Bengals' Maimon Jongmeta was there to recover it at the Bengals' 43-yard line. Unbelievable. One mistake and the entire momentum of the game shifted. The Bengals, who were on the brink of disaster, suddenly had new life. They had the ball back with 1:53 left on the clock, and Joe Burrow was ready to lead his team to victory. This was Burrow's moment. He had been here before, and he knew exactly what to do. With the crowd on edge and the pressure mounting, Burrow began to orchestrate his magic. And that's when it happened, the play that would decide the game. Stay tuned, folks, because this next part is pure football magic. The game-winning touchdown. With 1:53 left on the clock and the ball at their 43-yard line, Joe Burrow and the Bengals were poised to make history. Burrow, known for his calm under pressure, began to methodically drive his team down the field. He completed a few crucial passes, and before you knew it, they were in Cowboys territory. On the third play of the drive, Burrow dropped back and launched the ball deep down the field. Ja'Marr Chase, who had been a thorn in the Cowboys' side all night, got behind the defense once again. This was it, the perfect throw, the perfect catch. Burrow's 40-yard touchdown pass to Chase was a thing of beauty. Chase evaded Daron Bland and ran untouched to the end zone, securing the win for the Bengals with just 1:01 left on the clock. The Bengals' bench erupted in joy as Chase celebrated his game-winning touchdown. This was more than just a win, it was a statement. The Bengals had fought back from adversity and come out on top. Burrow and Chase, the dynamic duo that has been terrorizing defenses all season. This was their moment, and they seized it with both hands. Burrow finished the game with 369 yards and 3 touchdowns, while Chase had 14 catches for 177 yards and 2 touchdowns. The post-game reactions said it all. The Bengals were ecstatic, while the Cowboys were left to ponder what could have been. Micah Parsons, visibly frustrated, stormed off the field before the final whistle, a testament to the intensity of this rivalry. So there you have it, the Bengals versus Cowboys game that will be remembered for a long time. A game of twists and turns, of mistakes and miracles. In the end, it was the Bengals who emerged victorious, thanks to one incredible play that changed everything. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe to the Football Royale, and hit the bell so you never miss another deep dive into the world of football. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and remember, on this field, we're all family. Until next time.
Artlist.io